What's up, guys? MrITryHard here, and welcome to Wednesday night's full-length commentary. And I got my mic in my hand. I'm leaning back on my chair. You know, I bought this awesome chair, man. This shit is comfortable. I can game all night with this bitch. But I can game all night with this bitch. I feel this is gonna get quoted by somebody I know. But all right, so full-length commentary of gameplay of Array on domination on Array. I guess I'd say it that way. And I got a lot of good feedback from yesterday's video, the how to be cool video. You know, it was kind of a deeper video for me. I usually don't talk about myself all that much. I usually tend to stay away from those things. Usually try to, you know, either give tips or try to be funny and whatnot. But I don't know, I guess you guys like the whole interaction thing, the whole, you know, me talking about myself or me talking about my experiences. No, I'm not sure if this is going to teach you anything or if this is going to, or if this is going to, you know, give you advice, or I don't know, maybe I don't even know why I'm doing this, but hell. Alright, so I want to talk about relationships, and I'm not really the most talkative person in the world, if you guys haven't known that yet. I don't talk about, you know, feelings and shit, and my girlfriend's kind of the same way, so when we get into a fight, which rarely ever happens, I mean, we've been together for like 4 years now, maybe even 5, I don't know, but yeah, we don't argue, but when we do get into a quote-unquote fight, it usually lasts like 5 minutes because, you know, eventually somebody figures out that they're an idiot and, you know, tells the other person. And the best, how should I say this? The best quality to have in a good relationship is to be humble about yourself. If you always think you're right, then things are gonna go wrong because there is no perfect couple, and you will get into a fight eventually in your life with your significant other, be it your husband or your wife or your girlfriend, boyfriend, or however you want to roll that dice. But you will get into arguments with that one person you will spend the rest of your life with, and those arguments are never always going to go your way. You can't win them all. If you would win them all, then you wouldn't need a significant other. You wouldn't need a girlfriend or boyfriend or wife or husband if you were perfect yourself. So you have to be humble about this sort of thing. I mean, I've never seen something happen weird with theater mode right there, but I don't know why. Maybe there was like a host migration or something. Sorry for that. But back on relationships, when I was younger, like 16 or 17, I'm a cocky dude. If you guys don't know, not that I think highly of myself, but I'm not arrogant, but I don't know. I think I'm right a lot, and that was kind of a bad point in my relationships back when I was young, when I was like 16 or 17. My first girlfriend, you know, maybe we would argue or whatever, and you know, if you argue the first time and, you know, you argue to the death and you eventually convince her that you're right, then that's fine. But if you convince her that you're right every single time, then eventually that shit's not going to work anymore because, you know, she's going to get tired of that. You know, it might work for you because, you know, you're right all the time and you're having fun, but just try to picture yourself on the other side of that fence where he or she is wrong all the time. That's not a very pleasant thing to live by. So you know, you have to be humble, man. It's kind of hard to explain it, but that was my problem when I was young. I was a cocky guy, and I was always right, and I would argue to the death. And I've had some long relationships. Like when I was young, I was like 16, back in high school. My first girlfriend, we lasted for like 3 years or something, and that was kind of the downfall of that relationship. We didn't really talk things out because I was right all the time, you know what I mean? So I guess that's one point I want to bring. The second point I want to bring to you guys is be open-minded about lots of things. You're not going to find somebody who likes exactly what you like, which means she might do stuff. I'm going to say she because most of my viewers are male, so if you're a female, I'm sorry, but yeah, most of my subs are male, so you're not going to find somebody who is like you 100%. I mean, it's not that likely. But if that girl you like enjoys stuff like horseback riding and you hate horses to die. This is just a pure example, but let's just say this girl likes horses and she likes horseback riding and she's into that kind of stuff. And you hate horses. I mean, it would be of like if that's her only downfall is that she likes horseback riding, then maybe you should give horseback riding a chance, if that makes any sense. All right, so same thing goes for women. I mean, if the only downfall in your guy is that he likes to play video games all night, and besides that he's a perfect gentleman, then maybe you should give video games a chance. I mean, same thing goes for the guy. I said that twice, but I mean, you don't have to love horseback riding. You just have to deal with it. And relationship is all about give and take, and about dealing and giving. So I'll give you my example. My girlfriend doesn't like video games at all. At least she doesn't like Call of Duty. She thinks it's stupid, and she doesn't. Not that she doesn't enjoy what I do, like posting videos on YouTube and whatnot. Like, she thinks it's funny, and she thinks it's kind of cool, but she doesn't take part in it. She doesn't want to take part in it. She doesn't want anything to do with that, and that's kind of my downfall towards our relationship. And my downfall for her is that she's always gone to work, she's always doing stuff, and she doesn't have as much time as one would like, or stuff like that. So we cope with that. That's her downfall, and I have mine, and we coexist like that in a really, really nice way. And I guess if you're a young guy in high school and whatnot, and your girl doesn't enjoy you playing sports because you don't have time to spend with her, then tell her that maybe she should cope with that, and you should cope with the fact that she likes makeup and jewelry and shopping and shit. Because hey, you know what? If that's her only negative side, then you know what? You're pretty well off. So I guess it's so hard to explain, and I'm so terrible at it that I hope I get my point across too, because this is something that I learned really, really late in my life. I was how old was I? I was past 2 relationships. My first one ended, like I said, 3 years into, and the second one lasted probably about as long, maybe even a little bit longer, closer to 4 years, and both were the same problem. But I'll tell you guys about the next problem with my second girlfriend on my next video, because I don't have enough time for it now. It was more of a jealousy factor, and I learned how to deal with that later on in life, and maybe I could tell you more about that in my next video. If you guys want to hear more about stuff like that, jealousy, like cope with jealousy and stuff like that, because I was a jealous person back in the day. So if you guys want to hear more about that, thumbs the video up, man, and let me know in the comment section. I know this video brings back a lot of feedback from you guys, because you guys kind of like these things. So I want to do these for you guys, and it's kind of an outlet for me as well. So the game's over already, guys. I'm sorry I couldn't talk more, but I do finish the game 42-3 on a domination in array. All right, gotta see you. Gotta go.